YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 2 of Pokemon FireRed Omega Hardcore Nuzlocke. As you can see, we are currently chilling here in Pewter City after just beating Brock in episode 1. Now today we're going to play all the way up until the point where we beat Misty in Cerulean City. But as you know, it's going to take a little bit to get there because we got to go through Mount Moon and all that. Now, you might be wondering, you'll see on screen above my head there that I only have 3 Pokemon on my team and not 6. You might be thinking, dude, what's going on here? You know, why didn't you battle Brock with a full team of 6? I did, bro. And Brock had the luckiest Onix of all time. And, you know, his Onix wiped out half the squad, so I only got 3 Mons left over. But we do still have extra Pokemon in the box. So I'm actually going to go ahead and run around and take them out because it's going to be a very slow process to use rare candies and get everybody leveled up. So I can kind of explain more stuff as I go here. Because we got a Pidgey and a Rattata in here. We also have a Torchic. I didn't bring it to the Brock fight, obviously, because fire type. Let's start here with the Death Box, though. So these were the 3 Mons that we lost against Brock. Now, Brock's Onix in this game, the reason why it's so hard is because they have some crazy movesets. And Brock's Onix had a, what had both Dragon Breath and Swagger to go along with Rock Tomb. And every time Onix clicked Dragon Breath, every time in that fight, it got the 30% paralysis. Additionally, every time it clicked Swagger, which you gotta remember, Swagger is only 85% accurate, okay? But every time it clicked Swagger, not only did it hit, but then subsequently I hit myself in Confusion. So, obviously Bellsprout and Shelter would have completely messed up Brock's Onix, but, you know, with the paralysis and with the Confusion, you know, not only those two, but Poochyena also went down. So, it sucks, but it is what it is, right? We're going to bounce back today. We're going to catch, hopefully, a Geodude in Mount Moon. That would be sick. But, let's go ahead and use some rare candies, because this is going to take a few minutes to get going, and then I'll get caught up on chat. I'll also bring Torchic, too. We'll probably swap out Torchic, right, when we go to fight Misty. But, just in terms of leveling stuff up, and then when we go through Mount Moon and whatnot. Obviously, I'm not really going to use Nose Pass in this episode, because what the hell is a nose going to do against Misty, right? Then we got this egg, which I don't know what's going to hatch out of this, but whatever, we'll figure that out later. And then we also found a Swablu on like Route 22, maybe? I don't even remember where I found the Swablu, but let's go ahead and start jamming rare candies down everybody's throats and get them some levels here. And then we'll go through Mount Moon. Now, oh yeah, level cap. So let me update the level cap. Now, as you can see right there, it's noting 14 because the hardcore Nuzlocke, you can't pass the level of the ace Pokemon for the next gym leader, is my understanding. So, Brock's ace, it was still an Onix, but I don't know if all the gym leaders are going to have the same aces or not, but Brock's level cap was 14 because that's what level his Onix is. So now we're going to change this to 23. Because that is apparently what Misty's ace Pokemon is. Again, I don't know if it's still Starmie. I don't know if it's something else. It could be Lapras. Who knows? But, because I didn't want spoilers. I want to go into this blind to make it even harder on myself. But with that being said, they don't call me the GOAT for no reason at Pokemon, right? So, we're going to be okay. Don't worry. I don't need to see. You can look up not only what 6 Pokemon the gym leader has, but also all the movesets and everything, right? Like, that's going to make it way too easy. So, we're going to go into this with the hardest way possible, and I'm still going to win. Because I'm like that. I need to add these sprites above my head here too. And then I'll get caught up on chat. I see you in the chat there, Skimpy. What's up, baby? Okay. We need to add... Actually, I don't even know if I have... Oh, I do have a Pidgey sprite. Okay. Let me add these real quick. But I also need to do rare candies simultaneously. Oh yeah. Before starting today, I input my save file into PK Hex and added 500 rare candies. Because... we gonna need it. So let's go ahead and start leveling up this Pidgey. I think what I'm gonna do right now, because I can't just put everybody to level 23, right? Because by the time I reach Misty, they'll be at 25 or whatever. So I think I'm gonna put everybody at 16 right now, and then we're just gonna... That should be good enough to beat up all the NPCs on the way to Mount Moon and even on the other side. But unfortunately, this is a Gen 3 game, so it takes a long time to use the rare candies here. So I'm going to kind of mindlessly spam, you know, X on my PS4 controller here. And hopefully I don't overwrite any moves while I'm trying to find these sprites over here on this screen. But yeah. We will also get some evolutions here very shortly, because I'm going to put everybody to 16, so all 3 of the Gen 3 starters will get to evolve right now before we even go beat up some NPCs. And who was the last one I have? Torchic? I don't even know if I have that sprite. Let me see. Then once I add that, I can start paying attention to the screen. I don't think I do have it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go download it real quick. This is hard to try to do 3 different things at one time. I'm pretty bad with multitasking. As you can tell, because I still haven't read chat. Hold on. We gonna get it. Save image. Oh, Pidgey learned quick attack. Nice. Alright. We got the Torchic sprite, even though I probably could have just downloaded Combuskin. Which I did. I actually pre-downloaded Combuskin, but we'll leave the Torchic sprite there for a few minutes. Okay. 16 for Pidgey. I think Pidgey... Doesn't it evolve into Pidgeotto at 18? I don't even remember. And I think we get Raticate at 20. So we'll be able to get both of those before Misty, obviously. But that's 16 for Pidgey, so that's enough of that. Let me try to read chat as we're doing this. Alright, so you got it. I was reading your Emerald Rogue team. I'm trying to get caught up on all this. Bastiodon with Body Press, but that's fire. Oh, you have Iron Defense Body Press on Bastiodon? Dude, that could sweep right there. Luxray with Crunch, T-Wave, Discharge, Volt Switch, okay. Yeah, the Hoenn starters are lit in this. I don't know if like we get Kanto and Johto starters too, but this game does have all 386 Pokemon, which is the full like Gen 3 Pokedex. So I don't know if that means the gym leaders might have Pokemon from Johto or Hoenn. I'm trying to think, what did Brock even have? So he still had a Geodude lead and an Onyx Ace. Then he had both of the fossils, Kabuto and Omanite. So that's 4 out of his 6. And then, wow, what were the other 2 rock types that he had? Oh, he had a Vulpix. He was trolling with Vulpix, even though, oh, Hyper Fang is kind of fire actually. You know, of course it's okay that because Brock has a Vulpix in the anime, doesn't he? I never really watched the Pokemon anime, but I heard about that. I've like seen pictures on Twitter and stuff of the anime, but I've never actually watched it. But I do know that Brock had a Vulpix. And then I don't remember what his 6th Pokemon was, but I think it was another rock type. I don't remember. So it'll be interesting to see what Misty has, because speaking of that, doesn't Misty have a Togepi in the anime? So she might have that. And then just a bunch of water types. I don't know. Alright, and then you got Gardevoir with Psychic, Mystical Fire, Moonblast, Calm Mind. That's a dope set. Crobat with Cross Poison, Crunch, Acro, and Leech. Oh wait, you're still on the shiny. So wait, all 6 of those you just typed, those are all shiny? That's kind of insane you even hunted for those in Emerald Rogue. I respect that, man. That had to be an insane grind right there. This Torchic, by the way, I'll show it off when we evolve it, but it's basically going to be only a fire type attacker on my team because it's a timid nature, so it might end up having like a shit attack stat, and therefore I don't really want to utilize the fighting coverage. Although it still gets a stab boost, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, but anyway, it's ideally it's going to function better as a fire type user for the team instead of fighting because of being a timid nature. Are there any Johto fossils? No, there's not. They didn't do fossils again until Gen 3 with Anorith and Lileep. I don't remember what the 6th Pokemon on his team was. But yeah, here's Double Kick, which is nice. That's still a good stab option. Now, the reason I didn't use Combuskin in the first gym, right, is because the level cap was 14, so we couldn't evolve it before the first gym fight. No, well, I don't know if there's nature mints in this game, but I assume there's not. All right, let's have Trico evolve into Grovyle here. We're almost done. These last 3 mons just need like a candy or 2 each. Pursuit, I'll take that. It's a special attack in this game though. You got to remember because this is before the physical special split of Gen 4, so Pursuit being a dark type move is still going to be categorized as special, but it's fine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Drayano made this in like 2009. You know, way before the invention of nature mints. And I mean, it's probably got some updates over the years, but I don't think it's been updated to include mints. But this, you know, don't get it twisted. This is the start of the Drayano gauntlet. And maybe in some of his future games, there might be a Fury Cutter. Hell no. Do I even want this over... Nah. We already got 4 attacks. Fury Cutter's garbage. But there may be other Drayano hacks in the future that had nature mints. But to that point, this is the first one that I'm playing, but this won't be the last. I'm going to play Renegade Platinum, I think, probably next. I might even hardcore Nuzlocke that. We'll have to see. And then, I guess I'll get rid of Leer. Okay, at least everybody's getting a full moveset now. This is not bad. Swift is a physical attack, though, because it's normal type. I do wonder when and how Ellie Kid is going to evolve in this game, too. I don't know. I really hope it's set, like it's tied to a certain level and not based on happiness, but we'll have to see. Mudkip's trying to learn Bide. No. I accidentally clicked yes. I was spamming the button too fast. I would rather run around with Growl than Bide. There ain't no way. But then, did I just hit it again? I did. Whatever. Stop trying to teach Bide? Yes. Okay. This is the final rare candy, and then we can keep it pushing. And I'm gonna have to prioritize saving Marsh Stomp in the gym fight against Misty. Like if somebody's got to get sacked to keep Marsh Stomp, I will, because you got to remember that just after beating Misty, like the house right above her gym, once you beat that Team Rocket Grunt outside the house, you get the TM for Dig, right? So of course Marsh Stomp can learn Dig, so it's gonna be very clutch in the fight against Lieutenant Surge. Barring any grass type coverage that Surge is gonna have. Oh, I guess I also learned Mud Shot too. Oh, that's not bad. 55-95. I'll take that over Growl. In that case, maybe if I find a Geodude in Mount Moon, maybe we'll go with putting Dig on that. But we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. We got to make sure we beat Misty today. That might not even happen. There's a very good chance of that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and update these sprites real quick, and then we're going to finally get the episode started. Because we are now what? It's been 15 minutes and I haven't even moved from where I started the recording at. Nice. Okay, Trico into Grovyle. And then Mudkip into Marsh Stomp here. There's Mudkip. Where's Marsh Stomp? Right here. Okay, is that right? Yeah, because Pidgey and Rat have not evolved yet. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go beat up a bunch of NPCs and just go from there. I'll probably put Combuskin in front because I think... I mean, I know there's some trainers with Pidgeys here, but also... Actually, you know what? The first last does have a couple Pidgeys. Then we'll use Combuskin for the bug catcher guy up there. Grovyle definitely sweeps what? Misty? Who knows, man? We'll have to see. I'm gonna... Well, yes, Grovyle will, but I have to get a better move, though. Because I only have Absorb, which is 20 base power, so, like, it's... And, you know, like, at least one of Misty's 6 Pokemon will have some kind of ice coverage on it. So, I'm definitely going to need something better than Absorb. At least, like, Mega Drain or Bullet Seed or something. But wait, isn't that the... Right when you walk in Mount Moon, if you take a hard left, isn't that the Bullet Seed TM? I'm pretty sure, so that's actually not bad. We can just slap that on. Probably over Pound. Because I think I have Pound and Quick Attack. Yeah, no, Ellie Kid's definitely going to be clutch against Misty. Hopefully it evolves before 23, but I doubt it. It might not evolve till 30 or something. Now, I already said in part 1 that I'm going to play this game a little bit different than I have with Pokemon Unbound, right? Because we've all read the dialogue many, many times in Kanto, right? Who hasn't played this game 50 times, start to finish? So I'm still going to interact with a majority of... I'll try to interact with all the NPCs, but at least a majority of them. Because there could be... Why do you already have a Butterfree? That's kind of cracked. I could die to a Confusion if you get a crit. But nah, I'll still be able to tank that. Okay, never mind. I did nothing. But it's going to be different from Pokemon Unbound, right? Because that's my first time playing through that game, and it's a custom game, right? So all the NPCs are going to have different dialogue that we've never read before. So we don't know who's going to give items or even, you know, what they can add value-wise in terms of the story. So I feel like in Unbound, when I talk to all the characters, I'm going to read the dialogue. And that way, you know, for anybody listening, you can kind of follow along to the story, even if you're not, like, watching it. But in this game, you know, we're still going to talk to all the NPCs, but I'm not going to sit there and read all the dialogue because it's just going to take way too long. And a majority of the time spent in this is just going to be, again, shoving rare candies down everyone's throat to grow levels. So if I did the rare candy thing in conjunction with reading every single text of dialogue, we'd be here for 3 hours before we get to Misty. I don't even remember what this guy has. Doesn't he have like a Ekans or something? Maybe Marstomp can hit it up with a Mud Shot. Or he might have Nidoran and Ekans. I don't know. That's right, he leads with a rat. But then he has some kind of poison type in the back. Now, Board, if you're still in here, do you know the rules on a Nuzlocke about if I wipe to a gym leader, and it is still Ekans with Intimidate, is the Nuzlocke over after you wipe to a gym leader, or is it only over when all the Pokemon in your box get KO'd? I don't actually know that. By the way, we do get a new encounter on this route too. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. That's what I was gonna go with. So if you wipe it all, you just straight up lose. Gotcha. Well, we're really gonna have to lock it in against Misty then, because it's definitely gonna get shiesty. We'll have to see. We're just going to catch as many mons as we can, right? And then we'll just do the rare candy thing right before Misty. Top everybody off. And also, I got to keep in mind about when Pokemon evolve and when they learn moves, right? Because even if a Pokemon might have a better matchup against Misty, something like Rattata, for example, evolves at level 20. So Raticate would be a lot stronger than a baby Pokemon that could hit for super effective damage. Not necessarily, but you know what I'm getting at. So, man, this guy's got a Beedrill. It's intense. Beedrill sucks though. It probably dies to Ember. Yeah. Is there an Oddish somewhere? I don't know. I don't know what's on the routes. But I know, like, dude, there was Ponytaws on Route 1. Like, they got a lot of switched up stuff in this game. And here's, like, a Gen 3 Pokemon, so at least NPCs have them. Interesting. By the way, Board, I don't know if you knew like why I have an Elekid. That's actually the starter in this game. Is it? There's still a berry here. Yeah, I can see it. It's an orange berry. Okay. So the 3 starters back in Oak's lab were Elekid, Magby, and Smoochum. So I mean, obviously I picked Elekid. It's the best one of the 3 in my opinion, but. No. There's a lot of options on the routes. I ended up getting a Pidgey on Route 1. But then later I saw a Ponyta. So there's definitely a lot of options here. Yeah, sorry, when I said Ponyta on Route 1, you're probably thinking like, wait, that was the only thing on Route 1? No. But that was just an example of how it's switched up. I probably could avoid this optional trainer up here, but I guess I'll just fight her anyway. Let's do the bug catcher guy first with Combuskin, and then I'll switch up my lead, and then we'll catch a new Mon too. Yeah, that's a pretty cool trio of starters, I think. Let's see how much Peck does. Probably not going to do shit. Oh, get a crit. I feel like Magmar is cool and so is Jinx, but to me the whole Elekid, Electabuzz, and Electivire line is some of the best the Pokemon's ever made. So that was why I took Elekid. Plus I felt like Bro would look the coolest in the thumbnail too for YouTube. Elekid's a cool looking Pokemon. Looks way better than Magby and Smoochum. But I mean regardless, I was gonna pick it anyway. I don't pick Pokemon based on the thumbnails, but sometimes I do think about that sometimes, just as I'm playing. Let's go ahead and let Grovyle get some action here against this last, and then we'll add a new member to the team here. Oh, one starter. Okay. I got you. Oh, not the Pichu. By the way, what's the update board on Emerald Rogue? Did you win against the champion yet, or what? You might have typed it, but I might have missed it. I didn't see anywhere there that it was over. I'm gonna stay in and risk the confusion. Your team's kind of fire though. I feel like you could definitely get the job done with what you got there. I was just looking back at your sets. So Guardy, Luxray, Crobat, Bastiodon, and oh no, I'm about to get poison pointed right here. Just go March Stomp. And the Quagsire. Oh, and Abomasnow, that's okay. That's a pretty good team, man. For real. Okay, Barry has a Giratina. Of course, dude. That guy's so annoying. I hate Barry. Oh, man. I can't believe I've started 0 for 3 in my Emerald Road career. But you know what? That's alright. We're going to step right back in that batter's box. And we're going to be back in Emerald Rogue this weekend. Probably Monday on the holiday. Alright. Please give me something nice and powerful right here in this grass. Again, I don't know what the options are for this route, but that's a Vulpix. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. We're going to stash that in the box, though, for when we fight Erica. That's not bad. I feel like there's no way Pound would kill it, right? You got to take a couple pounds. Okay. I'm risking a crit, but I'm going to go for it again. Okay, wow. That was a much higher roll than the first one. Alright, we're good. We should be able to catch it now. I don't think I even have that many. I only have 8 Pokeballs. Kind of forgot to buy some more in the mart. And actually, I'm going to go back and do that before jumping into Mount Moon, because there's only a Pokemon Center outside Mount Moon. There's no, there is no mart to buy more balls. Alright, honestly not bad. Vulpix is a pretty good mon. Once we get Ninetales, let's go ahead and fight this last, and then I'm going to go back to buy some more balls here. I know, right? Labor Day weekend is clutch, man. Having that extra day off work. I'm going to go crazy streaming this weekend, so we're going to do this and Pokemon Unbound tonight. And then tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to have time for Rogue tomorrow, because you got to set aside 5-6 hours, potentially, to get through a run of Emerald Rogue, right? So, I think I'm going to wait till Monday to do that, because I got some stuff tomorrow. I'm still going to stream tomorrow, though. Probably just rip another episode of Unbound, because I really want to, you know, get closer to the Elite Four in that game. I only have 6 gym badges right now. Maybe we can get the 7th one tonight, but I don't know anything about the game, so I don't know where which city is the 7th gym badge. So I think we're gonna do Unbound after this, but then I'm probably gonna do it again tomorrow, and maybe I'll play some more Mystery Dungeon tomorrow too. Try to get a little bit closer to unlocking Purity Forest in that game. That's kind of the plan for now. So we'll do 2 games tonight, 2 games tomorrow, and then probably just hit an absolute juicer of Emerald Rogue on Monday. Now, depending upon how that goes, right, that might not be the only thing I do Monday. But it also, I might play it 3 times on Monday. I don't know. I really need to get that first win. Because, I mean, number one, it's not that hard. I've beaten Emerald Rogue many times, but I did it. I'm on a new save file now, so, you know, until you get that first clear on a new save file, you're stuck with just the limited 400 Pokemon in the Rogue Pokedex. But once you get that first clear, then you can finally unlock National Dex, and then the game becomes a lot more fun, because then there's a lot more variety. Let me get another, like, half dozen Pokeballs here. Now, with that being said, you know, I am 0 for 3, and I struck out as the character for Sinnoh, right? At least we finally beat Candace. I lost the first 2 runs because of Candace. I'm about to buy a couple repels, too, actually. I lost the first couple runs from Candace, and then we got her on the 3rd round and made it all the way to the 8th gym. But it ended up being Crasher Wake, and that's where the run ended. So with that being said, I'm going to play, next attempt I'll be playing as the Gen 2 character. Because honestly, it's been a long time since I've battled all of the Johto gym leaders. So I kind of want to switch it up. No more Gen 4 gym leaders. I've had enough. And Barry. He's kind of annoying as well. You won? Let's go. That's so epic. Damn, that's like your 3rd or 4th career win in Emerald Rogue now. And I know you haven't even been playing it that long. You only had it for like a month. It's pretty fire. Alright, we already got our encounter. I'll have to check on the Vulpix later, though. Let's see if this guy has... No, nothing to give me. Okay, there's no items down there. Well, we'll see what else is on this route. One more encounter. It's a Hoot. Hoot's sprite in Gen 3 always looks funny. Like, I thought that thing was shiny when it was loading across the screen there. Because it has a much different color palette to, at least to me, like, from what it looked like in Johto. I know there's another berry somewhere over here. Yeah, it's this one. A Persian-berry. Now, that is noteworthy because... Well, I was going to cycle back to Onyx, right? So Onyx was ripping swaggers, but you already know we're going to have to deal with confusion again because probably half of Misty's team is going to have Water Pulse as well. And, you know, it's only a 30% secondary effect of confusion, but it's going to happen. So that Persian berry is actually pretty clutch. I thought one of these rocks had an item in it, but I guess I'm tripping. Yeah, Water Balls does. Now, the way I have the 3 Hoenn starters here, they were static encounters, and I was not... Since this is my first time ever playing a Nuzlocke, right, I'm not going to count those as not being illegal, but, This is the guy with the Magikarp. Okay, so for static encounters, right, like, I don't know how people normally play those in a Nuzlocke, if that counts as your mon on the route or not. But since this is my first time ever playing a Nuzlocke, I'm already at a, you know, huge disadvantage, so I'm going to need all the help I can get. Therefore, the routes where I found the 3 Hoenn starters, I also actually caught a Pokemon on that route as well. So I feel like that's allowed, but I feel like in the future when I have, you know, some Nuzlockes under my belt, I'll probably not allow that to make it a little bit harder. But again, I don't know what people think about that. So with that being said, like, I don't know if I take this Magikarp here. I feel like I should be able to actually catch a Pokemon on every single route with a Pokeball, and any other like static encounters, you can also have those as well. But yeah, I feel like that's the right way to do it, only having 1. But I think I'm gonna allow myself 2. You know what? Also, well, the starters were on 3 different routes, so technically, they'd probably be fine to have all 3 of these Hoenn starters. But I'm gonna go ahead and buy this Magikarp, but honestly, probably never use it because Gyarados wasn't even that good in Gen 3 anyway. I mean, it has really good stats, but let's go ahead and go into Mount Moon here and get a new encounter there as well. I don't even care about that Magikarp, but I guess we can... I just want to make sure it actually is in here, but... We can also check the nature for Magikarp, and oh, Vulpix had a Rossberry. Let me actually pull that off into the bag real quick. Because again, I don't think Misty's going to have Scald. I don't think that move will be in the game, but I don't know. It might. Alright, so we got a Naughty Nature Vulpix, which is just awful. And with Flash Fire. And a Hasty Carp. That's actually not bad. But again, Magikarp's obviously garbage. Gyarados has some insane stats, but doesn't really have a good move pool in Gen 3, so. Alright. What is our Mount Moon encounter going to be? I'm kind of hoping for a Geodude. I like Geodude. Plus, it's the only Pokemon in the history of all 1,000 plus Pokemon that has Dude in its name, so. Here it is. What do we got? It's a Zubat. Okay. Shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, right? But Zubat is a good Pokemon, so I'm down with this. Let's pound it twice and then catch it. I bet you there's gonna be some insane Pokemon here in this. Damn, that was kind of insane wing attack damage right there. Let me go to Marsh Stomp, just in case it breaks out of the Pokeball. I don't want to lose Grovyle to a wing attack, but well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Zubat sucks, but Golbat's actually pretty good. But Poison Flying is actually kind of a useful type combo. It does. I mean, flying's not great, but defensively, it did break out. Poison Flying is actually better than you would think. You just can't. I mean, it's weak to a lot of stuff, but you can switch into fighting, ground, obviously. But you can't let it take Psychics, T-Bolts, Ice Beams, all that stuff. But it definitely has a use, and it does combo well, that defensive typing, with, you know, other Pokemon that you'll have on the team. I don't know why Bro's catch rate is so insane, too. But okay, we finally got it. I was just thinking, how do Nuzlockes work with multiple floors? Nah, I'm only going to take one Mount Moon encounter. Yeah, there's no way people allow multiple encounters. 30 years and Zubat is the only Poison Flying Mon. Really? That was Bullet Seed, wasn't it? I think you're right, huh? Is the Zubat line the only Poison Flying? You might be right. That's crazy to think about. I'm not even gonna repel yet. I'm just gonna throw Combuskin out here to deal with this bug catcher. I kind of want to see what else is in here. I bet you they got some powerful Mons in here, and of course we ran into freaking Zubat. But if I remember correctly, I want to say Zubat evolves into Golbat at 22, but it might be 24. The reason why that's relevant is, as you can see, just to my left there, the level cap's gonna be 23 for Misty. So I kind of remember it being 22, so I think we might be able to have a Golbat against Misty potentially. But if I'm misremembering and it's 24, then we're screwed, and we can only have a Zubat for that fight. But we'll see. I'm gonna grab a few more encounters in here before we spray a repel. Just to know what else we could add. There's the dude right there. Well, not quite. It's a female, but. Oh, it's 22? Okay, okay. That's fire. I mean, this wouldn't help against Misty, but like, look at that, man. There's crazy Pokemon in here. The freaking Solrock, by the way, I hate Solrock. Because it absolutely blew up my Scizor in gym number 1 in Pokemon Emerald Rogue. The very first gym, I had a Scizor against the Rock-type gym, and, you know, Claydol is part Rock-type. But it does get access to fire moves, which I knew, but I thought it would just... I genuinely thought it would just have Ember as its fire coverage, because it was literally the first gym. It's only level 15. But no. Solrock had Flare Blitz, and just one-shot my Scizor with it. So yeah. That was about a few weeks ago, and ever since then, I now hate Solrock forever. No, yeah, exactly. I'm 100%. I'm still salty about Rourke and his Solrock there. Oh man, because Scissor's in my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. So anytime, like, I wouldn't care if, like, you know, I had a Rattata or something and lost it. But you're talking about any of the Pokemon in my top 10, if they get blown up like that, I'm gonna be salty, for sure. Alright, here's another Geo. Never mind, it's not another Geodude. But, well, what else we got? Let me do like one more encounter and then we'll find we'll spray a repel. Alright. There's Geodudes everywhere. That was unfortunate that we got Zubat, but again, you know, I say that now, but maybe Golbat is the one that, you know, we use against the Elite Four. You just never know. But for now, we're going to go ahead and spray a repel. 3 of them, it's probably not enough to get all the way through here, but it'll at least get a decent chunk. Now, Combuskin, I got to be careful how much I use this thing because we can't let it get past 23. But it's, like, there's just bug catchers everywhere, so it's perfect for this. Geodudette, exactly. Good call, good call. That was 3 in a row, too. Alright, I feel like if we kick this Voltorb in the face twice, it probably dies. Yep. Hopefully I don't get static, because I don't really have any items in the bag, besides just 500 rare candies. I ain't got no money, man. We can't buy anything here. But, oh yeah. The 20 base power leech life, right? It's funny how bad it was in this game. I should probably just put Pidgey in front. Get some levels on that thing. I mean, the one good thing about not having EXP share in this is, you know, like when we stick Combuskin to the back of the party, once it hits 23, I don't have to worry about blowing level cap there. So it's not bad. It was kind of funny on outside of Mount Moon to see all those NPCs have like Beedrills and Butterfrees and stuff. And even the Gen 3 Butterfree, whatever that thing was called. Now this guy I think normally has a Butterfree in Mount Moon if I remember right, so that makes sense, but oh, what am I doing with Sand Attack? But yeah, to see the NPCs just outside Pewter City have fully evolved Mons is kind of funny. Because that definitely ain't the case in Vanilla Kanto, that's for damn sure. Now also, as I'm going here, I'm also going to have to think about, do I want to deal with Cerulean Cape, the Nugget Bridge, and fighting Gary before or after Misty? I don't know how I want to play that yet. Honestly, I'll probably just do it before, but... Because I'm also thinking about... We're about to go fight like a Rocket Grunt, so let's go ahead and stick Ellie-Kid out here in front. Having Ellie-Kid in the front is also a little risky. Because he could get blown up by any like ground type move. Let's go ahead and use another repel here. Because again, this guy has like no defenses, but it is what it is. And so that's the thing, right? Do we do the whole Cerulean Cape, Nugget Bridge, all that like before or after Misty? Because if I do it before, and then we're gonna end the episode today by fighting Misty, right? And of course there's a Sandshrew here. Go to Grovyle and drain some HP back. Save a potion. But, like, will that allow enough content in next episode when we go down to fight Surge, right? I guess I have the whole SSN we can do before Surge. Which actually you have to for cut anyway. Because I want to make sure that, you know, each episode is an hour and a half to 2 hours long, right? So that's what I was thinking, like, do I do Cerulean before Misty or do I fight Misty and then save that for the start of next episode? But I guess we have the whole SSN, so that doesn't really matter. Let's go back to Ellie-Kid here. We got static, so we might be able to get a free para on this Zubat here when he hits us. Nice, there it is. It's a little delayed. I thought we didn't get it, but... Okay. Let's see what else. You think the gym first? That's fine. We could do it. I mean, I still, even if I do Misty first, I still might do the Cerulean Cape. Like, the one thing that's going to happen today for sure is fighting Misty. But also, because I'm thinking, like, If we save Nugget Bridge for next time, and then we still have to go through all that, and then all of the SSM before fighting Surge. Because what I'm going to do for this playthrough is do 1 gym badge per episode. So I'm trying to avoid too much. I mean, I'm not trying to avoid it, but if, for example, there's an episode where we got to do like 4 hours of content in between gyms, you know, that might be a little crazy. But again, that's why I'm probably limited to just playing this on the weekends. Because if I try to do it during the week, I just won't have enough time with work and whatnot. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. This might be the end of the playlist on YouTube if we lose to Misty. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. But you know, as I'm going through this game, I do have to keep those things in mind, right? I got to make sure that I can keep up a good pace. Oh damn, I was off by 1 tile. I don't remember where she turned at. Cause that's the real goal, right? Is to do 1 gym badge per episode. So really, this will be like 9 or 10 episodes max, right? The first 8 episodes will all be to get a gym badge. Then maybe we get through Victory Road. I guess I could just stay in here and swift this thing a couple times. But we'll see, we'll see. Because I know there's some parts of the game where there's long gaps in between the gym leaders, and also some where it's shorter. So it's a little hard to plan it out ahead of time. We'll just go with the flow. That's what I always do anyways, but at the same time, I gotta remember the Kanto map and the different parts that do take a little bit longer to get through. But at the end of the day, we don't have to sit here and grind experience on the trainers. That is the good thing due to all the rare candies, so that will help the pacing for sure. You got a Lotad. That's actually pretty sick. I like Lotad. We're not quite strong enough to two-shot though with Thunder Shock. I mean, Thunder Shock's a weak-ass move. That's why, but... Alright, finish it off with a quick attack. Easy money. And what you got in the back? It's a C-Dot. C-Dot's pure grass, isn't it? Or is it already grass dark? I don't even know. No, it's pure grass. C-Dot's... I've always liked Lotad a lot better, so I never remember what C-Dot is. I know that Nuzleaf is grass dark, and so is the final Evo Shiftry, but I can never remember the middle form. Let's try to grab all these items here. Hopefully this is something good and not just like an Everstone. Oh, it's Thief, that's right. I think the Everstone's in the rock. But Thief we can put on Grovyle. It's like slightly stronger than Pursuit. I think. Isn't Thief 60 BP? Pretty sure it is. And I know Pursuit's only 40. A lot of these moves get tweaked over the years in terms of their base power and sometimes even accuracy as well. So it's kind of hard to remember. And here's the Intimidate. You never got why Shiftry was spelt the way it is. Yeah, right. Instead of T-R-E-E. Yeah, that's a good point. Almost Oko the Ekans. It's not bad. Oh, my bad. You probably typed that other message like 5 minutes ago. I didn't even notice till now. So Nugget Bridge first and then Misty. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking too. I feel like Misty at the very end of the episode would kind of be a good way to cap it off. That's an Ether. I thought there was an Everstone somewhere in here. Maybe I'm tripping. They got Aeron in here, which is kind of cool. Let's karate chop it up though. That would have been cool to find instead of Zubat. Mudslap is annoying because of the accuracy drop, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hit right through it anyway. Easy money, baby. All right, maybe we switch Ellie Kid out for Marshtomp. Actually, first is this little kid though with like a bunch of Rattatas, so we'll stay in for the karate chops. Yeah. Yeah, that is what I did for the first episode. We just capped it off with the Brock fight. Saved right outside the gym. Honestly, that's kind of a good formula for the whole playlist. I probably can't kill all these rats, by the way, if they all go for quick attack. He's got too many of them. But, you know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, because obviously this could end at any moment, but Centret will stay in. But right now, that's like what I'm thinking for the whole playthrough. Like, every episode concludes with a fight against the gym leader, and that's like where I'll save. That's kind of my plan for now. We'll see how it shapes out, but... Alright, next we gotta fight a hiker, so I'll go ahead and put Marsh Stomp in front. Probably use a couple levels here. I'm kind of trolling, like, not using my potions, by the way, but I only have, like, 1 or 2 of them, or however many you get up to this point in the game, because I've never bought any potions. We're just rolling the dice. I mean, we have the rare candies, so we should be higher leveled than whoever we're going to fight, so it's not a big deal. This is a wild mon. I don't have to fight this. I thought he was going to see me from there, but I guess this guy doesn't have very good vision. We're going to have to go talk to him. Oh, wrong button. Oh, yeah. I do have a water stone in my bag because... when I fished up that shelter in the first episode, it was actually holding a water stone, which was kind of crazy. But, oh, that's a good call. I'll read that in a second. But, the reason I didn't use the water, like, I could have had a Cloyster to fight Brock, right? But you gotta remember that Shelter is a pure water type, and Cloyster, of course, is, water and ice. Meaning it's actually weak to, rock attacks, being an ice type. Although looking back on it, that was kind of dumb because Cloyster's at least physical defensive stat is so much higher than Shelter's that, I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't matter because I got paralyzed and confused by Onyx, right? That's the only reason Onyx even beat Shelter in the 1v1. Man, if that Onyx didn't get so freaking lucky, I shouldn't have lost a single Pokemon, but it ended up getting 3 KOs because of the hacks. But I mean, that's just Pokemon, so. But looking back on it, I did kind of troll, and I think I should have just evolved into Cloyster for that first gym. Because again, even though I would have been taking super effective damage, being Ice Water, I still, okay, this guy's a Larvitar, that's kind of fire. You know, Cloyster has a lot better stats, not only defensively, but even offensively. Like, I might have O-code Onyx with Water Gun. But Shelter's Water Gun to Onyx only did like half, and then it never got another hit off. So I kind of trolled with that, but who knows, maybe we'll catch something else that we can use the Water Stone on, so it is what it is. But, you know, oh well. Oh, does wait, what the they got Bagons in here? I was looking at chat, and I heard that cry, and I was like, wait, who is that Pokemon? Because I didn't recognize that cry. I wasn't expecting to see a Bagon. That's insane, bro. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's such a sick Pokemon to find in here, dude. I really wish I would have seen that at first over Zubat. And they got Slugmas too. Okay. Let's go ahead and mudshot this Slugma. But I want to touch on something for, you know, say this out loud for YouTube to hear after the fact. But I like what you said about ending an episode on like a major boss fight. Because I forgot about I know you're referencing Giovanni and Sylph. Oh, at least that's my guess. I do like that idea because that's what I was thinking, right? The episode in between the 4th and 5th gym, right? Like after we fight Erica, we do have that whole side quest with Sylph, which is going to take a long time to get through before we can get down to Koga. Or no, that's before Sabrina, because the grunts. There's a grunt blocking Sabrina's gym in Saffron, that's when you have to do the whole Sylph side quest. And that takes a while, so that's like the one episode I was dreading to do because I feel like that's going to be like 3-4 hour juicer. I hope not, maybe I'm overthinking it, but it's potential. I'm about to spray my last repel after this fight, by the way. Seriously. Got a Zubat over a freaking Bagon. That's crazy, bro. Good to know, though, because, you know, even if I end up taking an L at some point in this game, I'll come back to it and play it again in the future. But it is, to me, it's more fun to go in here blind, not knowing what the options are, right? Like, think about if I do take an L and then we come back and play this game again, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, we might find a bag on here. It's more fun to have the surprise of not knowing what we're going to encounter. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, and I can just end up getting the job done on the first try. I would surprise myself if I can end up doing this. Being my first ever Nuzlocke and trying to do, you know, a game like this is... It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I was going to repel. That's right. Where are the... Oh yeah, it's right here. That's right, yeah, game corner, underneath the game corner. Then Lavender, Erica, Koga, Sylph, Sabrina. Right, because when did we get the bike? Oh no, you get the bike super early. No, you gotta do the Lavender Tower to get the Pokeflute to open up Snorlax. Because Snorlax is the obstacle that separates Erica and Koga from getting down to Koga. So after Erica, we gotta do the side quest. Right, because underneath the game corner, that's the side quest to get the item that lets you see the spirits in the Lavender Tower. And then we get the Pokeflute, then you can awaken Snorlax and get down there. And then after Koga, in between Koga and Sabrina is the second run-in with Rocket when we have to do the actual Sylph building. But game corner ties with Lavender Tower. And those two things happen in between Erica and Koga. Because we get the bike super early, obviously. But you need the bike for the cycling. Well, actually, you don't even have to go down Cycling Road. You can go down from Lavender Town. But I've always taken Cycling Road because it's much faster because there's like less trainers that way. All right, do you think this guy could have a crazy team? I don't even know what what he might have. But let's just go ahead and hit a potion on Marshtomp. Oh, I got 9 of them. That's not bad. And since I do, I'll use one on Ellie Kid too. I don't have to conserve potions, obviously, because I don't normally ever use them in battle, but apparently with a hardcore Nuzlocke, you actually can't use them. That's part of the rules. So, yeah, that's right. We can do Blaine before Sabrina. This guy's got a Grimer, which is perfect because we got Marshtomp in the front here. We'll take that as long as we don't miss Mudshot, because then bro's gonna start clicking minimize. That's gonna be annoying. Oh, really? That's kind of funny. You always went from Lavender down to Fuchsia. Yeah, I don't know why, but I always went the Cycling Road instead. Just because going the other way, like, you have to fight through so many damn trainers. And, like, I still usually fight them at some point, but I do them, like, after Koga. I don't know why. I just like to get Koga's badge first. We can't actually Mudshot this. It's Levitate. Because I guess the reason I always went the other way was because I like to get there first. That way you can go into the Safari Zone and get Surf, right? Because even though you can't use Surf till you get Koga's badge, Surf is such a powerful attack that I'd like to take Cycling Road, go get Surf, and then I would go back to the route and beat up all the trainers just by spamming Surf. I think that's why I always went down Cycling Road first. And then I would head back the other way, you know, just dominate everybody with Surf. We don't need Foresight, obviously. Yeah, Marshtomp learns like garbage moves. Yeah, Muck, I know, seriously. If you don't have, well, I guess even with Dig or whatever, it doesn't matter because it spams like evasion stuff. How is this going to work, by the way? Because we already had a Mount Moon encounter. I guess this is my static encounter. Let's take Lord Helix for the memes. But I probably won't end up using Omastar. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point where I have to start scraping the bottom of the barrel, right? I don't see where I'd ever actually use Omastar, but... Because again, I'm gonna play with the rule now that if I wipe, to a trainer that the run's over. Wait a minute. Okay, I just thought about something too. Before I leave here, you got to remember that right outside is the tutor that gives you Mega Kick and Mega Punch. And once we jump the ledge into Cerulean, we can't get back until we get Surf. So is there anybody I want to go pull out of the box? Not really. Because all I have is Vulpix, Zubat, can't learn Mega Punch or Mega Kick. And then we got a Nose Pass in there, so we'll just go ahead and leave. And actually, I don't even have to take... I don't even have to take these now. Isn't there a free Great Ball somewhere up here? Yeah, it's right there. There's also a berry down here, but I think it's a raspberry. By the way, if you didn't know there was a Great Ball there, now you know. And there's a berry down here somewhere, but I think it's just a raspberry, which is kind of ass. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Oh, that's a Cinnabar Island encounter, you're right. Touche, so I could do Aerodactyl. Also, I mean, you could have a Cinnabar encounter on the Pokemon Mansion. But maybe I might take two. I might take Aerodactyl plus an actual catching encounter. Now, do I even utilize either of these yet, or do I just wait? Because, I mean, like, Combuskin could get either. But again, this is a timid nature Combuskin, so I don't really need that powerful normal attack. Plus, both these moves are inaccurate anyway. They kind of suck. But also, Scratch is pretty worthless. I'm not even going to bring this to the Misty fight, so I'm not going to waste Mega Punch or Mega Kick on that. I feel like Grovyle, Marshtomp, and Elekid can probably learn them too, but again, Mega Punch is like 85 accuracy, and Mega Kick is like 70. Alright. Wait, what? This chick battles you? I don't even remember that. Did she normally battle you in Vanilla Kanto? I thought this was just an NPC that you talk to. That's interesting. Anyway, we got a flaming hot chicken for this. Let's switch into that real quick. And take a poison powder. Wait, what are you talking about with fly and cut? Are you going back to like what we were talking about with Snorlax and by Erica's gym? Cutting down that tree to then go get fly. Pidgeotto, I don't really want to take a gust to the face. Marshtomp's probably got the best defenses, but Elekid... Damn, I should have healed up. I did not expect a battle here. Although I can live one gust, right? There ain't no way. There's no way gust and poison. Okay, you just go for tackle. We're good, we're good. Oh, getting back to the tutor after fly and cut. Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Okay, this Pidgey's trolling right now. It's not even going for a flying move. But now, see, it's kind of baiting you to stay in, right? But now after Sand Attack, I'm going to miss my next attack, and then it's going to click Gust, and then I die to Poison. So, yeah, right, boss. We're switching out of here into Elekid for the quick attack. Ain't no way I'm risking that. Alright, we cannot quick attack, not bad. Yeah, exactly. We'll come back to this place once we have like a strong normal type that can actually utilize the attack. I am Sand Attack, so I'm about to go Marshtomp on this. Now, is this a different route than the other side of Mount Moon? It's kind of funny because in part one of this playlist here, I grabbed the town map from Daisy, and I literally said out loud, I remember saying it, that I'm never going to consult the town map. But I actually, the more I think about it, in a Nuzlocke, I'm actually going to have to look at the map. Because normally you don't really care what route you're on, right? In Vanilla Kanto, I know all the Pokemon on the routes. And also you can catch more than one, but in a Nuzlocke you can't. So I have to... Elekid is learning Thunder Punch. Holy crap, we might sweep Misty. That's cracked. Thunder Punch is 75 and Thunder Shock's only 40. So we just essentially doubled our power right there. That's crazy. Okay. Now I feel a lot better for the Misty fight. Oh, I also can't die to poison. 23. You know what? I have antidotes anyway. Yeah, I bought a few of them. It is a different route or the same route. Let me check. Oh, it's Route 4. Wait, so I guess even the Magikarp would also have been acceptable because that was Route 4 technically. Route 3 is where I caught Vulpix. But maybe the PC Center outside Mount Moon might actually be considered Route 4. Oh, I guess, okay, in that sense, if I wasn't allowing static encounters and I grabbed the Magikarp, that means I wouldn't be able to catch anything here, but I still can. Again, I'm gonna allow myself static encounters as like a bonus. So we got the Vulpix on 3, but we can still catch something on Route 4. Okay. Oh, true, that's right. We can also look at Pokemon's description. You can't get that item, right? No, you can't. Let me just make sure before I hop the ledge. I don't know why I didn't just run down this way. Okay. Well, let me throw Elekid in front, because I gotta remember Elekid's got static, so as long as I get hit with attacks, that'll boost the catch rate. And then I should still have... I think I still have a half dozen Pokeballs left, so we should be good. Oh, I got 10 of them. Okay. Oh, the Magikarp is in the Pokemon Center, so it's technically not Route 4. Okay. I see you, board. I like where your head's at right now. Alright, what do we got here, man? Route 4. Ekans. Nice. Why am I finding only Kanto Pokemon? The only thing I found that was different was Swablu, which is trash. But, damn, why couldn't this been like a Medicham or something crazy? Well, I guess it would have been a Meditity, not a Medicham, but... And this thing didn't even have Intimidate, did it? That's the whole freaking point of using Ekans and Arbok is because of Intimidate. Oh, this one sucks. It's probably got like Shed Skin or something stupid. Really? I'm gonna get trolled with this encounter, but that's okay. It's wild that a human person looked at a baby Sparkplug and said, let's give it the second strongest 100% accurate move, yeah, before level 20 and Thunder Punch, for real. And that's why Elekid is so fire, man. Such a sick Pokemon. Its design is so sick. It looks like a like an iPhone charger, you know. Let me unplug. My phone was actually on the charger, but this is like Elekid's head right here. Bro's built like SpongeBob SquarePants with an outlet coming out of his head. Where's my? Yeah, I got enough charge on my phone now. I can leave it unplugged. All right. Well, we catch the Ekans, which is cool. But again, I don't think it had Intimidate. I wasn't even really paying attention. Really? They got... they got freaking electric types on this route, and I run into an Ekans. Nice. I don't even want to see what else is here now. No, it didn't have Intimidate, huh? Wait, what? So that's Route 4? I could have fished right here for a Route 4 encounter instead of using the grass because there's a break in the fence. Does that mean I can fish from Cerulean? That's a new encounter. Because this is Cerulean, this is... Okay. Oh, we might be... Well, I mean, a water type against Misty is not going to help, but still. Maybe it's a Poliwag with Water Absorb. We control her. Let's talk to everybody in town real quick. Just in case there's more, like, gift Pokemon. I don't know. But we could potentially fish... Can I have the Slowbro? That'd be sick. She told her Slowbro to punch the tree, and Bro's like, huh? But, we could potentially fish from Cerulean and get an extra encounter this way. Well, let's talk to everybody real quick. Again, I'm not going to read the dialogue, but... You know, there could be an NPC in the mart that gives you a choice band. You never know. So we're gonna... Oh, you were thinking Water Absorb too, yeah. Right? I'm assuming... Wait, Mystic? For $9,000? Are you out of your mind? That's insane. I need to get more repels too. Let me get like 10 pack. Oh wait, that's like all my money. Whoops. I wasn't even paying attention. That's okay. We'll get more money. Do you know about rare candies? Yeah, I got 500 of them in the bag. Thank you for the advice. How long is this recording, by the way? It's like just over an hour. Okay. I think I could probably get all the way to Bill. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. This will probably be closer to like 2 hours in total, maybe, by the time we do Misty. But that's not bad. So right now it's only 7:30, almost 7:40. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting to be at least after 8 p.m. to play Unbound anyway, because we got to do a drug deal next episode in Pokemon Unbound, and it has to occur between 8 p.m. and midnight. So I can't even play that game until at least 8 p.m. anyway. So that was why I was starting the stream so late. We'll look at the box in a minute and optimize. We're about to have to fight Gary anyway. But let me just see. We might be able to get a fishing encounter here. So and then we can like optimize the team for Gary. Wait, this guy wants to trade. What does he got? Oh, I don't have a Ralts. Ralts for Lickitung? Hell no. I'd rather just have a Curlia. Alright, is there another break in the fence where I could fish from Cerulean? Maybe back here, actually. There's grass back here, too. Oh, I don't know. Okay, we don't need to hear about the badges. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's super. Okay, so we can fish, but there's also grass. Because this is still Cerulean City. I don't know what to do here. I mean, if I could get a grass type or an electric type, that'd be insane. But I mean, like a water Pokemon wouldn't help here, but it would help for later in the game. Because I do have a water stone, again, from that shelter. I think I rolled the dice in the grass. By the way, is there like a... Okay, that's right, it's a rare candy. As if I don't already have a million of those. Yeah. It's another Pidgey. But isn't that species clause, right? Where you actually get another encounter? I've heard people talk about that before in Nuzlocke. So if you find something that's already on your team, or that you already have at least, then you get another encounter. Oh, Chinchou, that's a fire call. Or Starmie. Okay, let's fish. I'm gonna go ahead and consider that species clause. And that won't count as my encounter. I'm not making up rules as I go. People watching this might be like, dude, you're just inventing rules as you go. No. I forgot species clause was even a thing, and that just triggered the memory. All right, let's use this as the encounter as long as we don't already have it. It's a horsey. Interesting. Okay, well, it's not really gonna help against the next two gyms, but here we are. You have to be able to take a quick attack, right? Horsey has good defense. It has bad special defense, but it has good defense. And that was a crit anyway, so it obviously could have taken two quick attacks. Well, alright. I mean, it'll help against Blaine, if I could save it for that long. And Giovanni. Yeah, okay, Dupe's Claws, exactly. Species Claws, yeah. Alright, and then the route up top, past Nugget Bridge, that will be like the last encounter we can get before Misty. So I'm going to heal up and rip some rare candies before we fight Gary. No, I have no interest in berries, boss. Okay. I think that's it for town, right? Yeah, we can't get through here. Okay. I guess I didn't... I don't even know if I talked to everybody in here. I might have, but I don't remember. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Dupe's Claws and Species Claws. Alright. Yeah, seriously. Okay, let's make a team for Gary, and then we also... You know, might switch it up again for Misty, but we'll see. I gotta see what I can catch up there anyway. Let me check out the Zubat, the Ekans. We haven't checked out these three yet. So Ekans, we got a quirky nature with shed skin. Yeah, that's right. I didn't have the Intimidate. Quirky Horsey and a lax Zubat, which is awful. Horsey has Swift Swim and Zubat's got Inner Focus. Okay. I feel like Golbat's actually going to be good. Horsey, I don't think I'll use in this fight. Ekans does have Bite. When does Ekans evolve, Board? I feel like it's over 23. But if you have a chance, could you tell me? I don't remember Ekans in Arbok. I never really use him in Kanto. If I had to guess, I want to say it's probably 27, 28 maybe. But I genuinely have no idea. But I would be shocked if it was by 23. I don't think I really need I don't think I need the Zubat to fight Gary. Let's go ahead and put everybody at like 19. I guess Combuskin, Marshtomp are already past that, but it didn't really matter. Let me get these other guys up to 19. Might be able to get Pidgeotto to evolve too. Or Pidgey. Pretty sure Pidgey to Pidgeotto is at 18. But I don't remember. Oh, okay, you gotta get off. I feel it. Have a good night, my friend. Okay, here's the Evo. Nice. Let's get ready to update this. Damn, why am I getting hella drop frames too? It's a good thing I started a recording on the side. So I don't have to use the Twitch VOD. Alright. Here's Pidgey into Pidgeotto. Where is the Sprite though? While I'm looking for that, let me put Rattata at like 19 as well. Give a couple to Grovyle. Okay, I need to find this Pidgeotto one here. I also got to pay attention and make sure I don't use too many rare candies. Well, I guess I'm not even close to 23. Doesn't Rattata evolve at 20? I might as well just do that. Oh, focus energy. Nah, dude. Don't need that. Okay, perfect. Not bad, not bad. So that's slot number 5. I'll just wait for the Evo to finish here. Okay. And there we go. Eradicate. Not bad. Now let's see if this thing has guts. I don't even think I checked that last episode when we caught the Rattata. But if it has guts, that would actually really help. I don't need Scary Face, by the way. Misty would just switch out if I did that. Mild nature. I'm sure I checked that, but oh, it has Runaway. Damn it, dude. Whatever, he's got 42 attack and 44 speed. This could definitely help. Hyper Fang, quick attack. Can work with that. Alright, let me give one to, like a couple of them to Grovyle here. I don't know what Gary has. His team could be kind of shiced. But again, I gotta make sure that I don't get too close to 23 because of, let me give one to Ellie Kid too. Because, you know, if anybody gets to 23, I'm just gonna have to either leave him in the back of the party or deposit him before the Misty fight. Well, let's go beat Gary's ass again and then get through the Nugget Bridge and go see Bill. I'm pretty sure I can do that in like 20 minutes. So this will probably be like hour 45 total. No, 2 hours maybe at most. But it's only been like an hour 15, so it shouldn't be too bad. It would be a 3-hour video if I was reading all the dialogue, but we're just spamming through it. Okay, he leaves with a Golbat this time. It's kind of intense. But we got a T-Punch for this. And we're faster with that naive nature. He actually tanked it though. It's kind of surprising. Decent little chunk with the bite. Okay. I wonder what else he's gonna have that's different then. Because normally obviously that's a Pidgeotto in regular vanilla. He's still got the Abra. Okay. I guess Swift might even do more, but Thunder Punch is stab. It's got to do more. That's right. Abra only goes for teleport. I kind of forgot about that. I thought maybe it would have confusion in this game, but apparently not. Okay. What else we got? There's his starter, the Smoochum. Which honestly, don't I just like KO? Like Karate Chop's neutral, obviously, but Smoochum's defenses are so ass that I think. Okay. That was a bad idea. I thought that would definitely do over half. How does that kill, bro? What? We already lost freaking Ellie Kid? Oh, no shot. This game's trolling. That's okay. Actually, it's not okay, because now I don't know how I beat Misty. I might have trolled. I might have trolled. And this thing, well, obviously it has confusion, but... Holy smooching. Oh, this could be bad. No, I think I still live that, though. Okay. What did I just walk into, bro? Well, Raticate will kill this thing, but I don't know how I even get a hit off, because I probably don't... Really? Dude, we're doing para-hacks again? I mean, not para-hacks, but... Ugh. Marstomp's going to have to tank something so I can get Raticate out here. How strong is this? Why does it have Ice Punch, bro? That's insane. I need a Mud Shot to slow it down. I should tank this unless it's like an ultra high roll. Okay. I have to keep I have to keep Marshtomp. I have to. We got to sack Combuskin and just get Raticate out here. If I want any chance at what's his face, Lieutenant Surge, I have to keep Marshtomp. We need to get Dig on it. What the hell is going on right now, man? I mean, the confusion was annoying, but it is what it is. That was pretty lame though. Raticate can OHKO this thing with a Hyper Fang. I just need to live a hit. And I couldn't really hard switch into it. I mean, I guess I could have, but honestly, wasn't even expecting to be faster. Bro, why did I lose freaking Ellie Kid already, man? And you got to snubble with Intimidate. Great. I don't even know if I beat Misty now. I kind of just trolled right there. We might be cooked. Oh, dude, that's so lame. Really? Fuck out of my face, Gary. Oh, jeez, dude. How did that Ice Punch do like 40% to Ellie? I mean, like 40 HP to Ellie Kid. I guess that naive nature really... I probably got a bad IV on Spadef too, but naive definitely doesn't help. Oh, shit, man. Really? I mean, unless I get 5 hits with every bullet seed, I don't even see how I do this. In which case, should we just get it over with? Oh, okay, I didn't mean to heal, but... well, I needed to heal Marshtomp, but I'll still put the other guys in the death box. No shot, man. That's so annoying. Alright. Honestly, I mean, I'm just gonna die eventually anyway, but... Didn't even get to see it become an Electabuzz. Pain. Okay. In that case, we'll take you out, and we'll take you. And hope they can do something against Misty. I'm not even gonna rare candy him yet. I'll do it later. I still get one more encounter up top. I didn't think Ice Punch would even come close to killing Ellie Kid. I confidently stayed in and just clicked the button. Actually, does Pidgeotto even have Wing Attack? Because Zubat did. No, you only have Gust. I'm just going to put Zubat in front. Give it a few levels here and let it... Because Wing Attack is a lot better than Gust. I'm not going to put it at 22 to become Golbat, though, because by the time I get to Misty, it'll be past 23. No shot, man. Really? Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that sucks. Because, I mean, Electabuzz was definitely going to put in work, but that's what I was saying about being an Ellie kid. It's just going to have awful defenses. At the same time, it was just a smooch'em, though, you know, so that was unfortunate. By the way, I'm actually trolling with the sprites. I forgot to switch them out. I'll do it during this fight here. And Kata, okay. So we need Zubat. That's fine, and then I need, who was the other guy I just pulled out? I think it was Ekans. Oh. Damn it, dude. Just keep spamming Wing Attack. That's so annoying. Alright. Zubat can go in front. For Ellie Kid. And then, I'll attack the Spinnerack and add Ekans onto here. Oh, man. I mean, we're not even at the second gym, and I'm already getting rinsed. That's a tough look. Well, if we end up winning, it'll make the victory all that much sweeter, because we're gonna get revenge for all the homies that got KO'd. But that's a tough look, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know how I beat Misty, to be honest now. Ellie Kid's Thunder Punch was just gonna go ham. If she does have a Starmie, I really gotta hope it doesn't have any psychic attacks and like just water and swift like it normally does. I don't know. Maybe Marshtomp can carry, because I can slow stuff down with Mud Shot. Oh, dude. That's a tough look. Well, it is what it is. We gotta keep pushing here. Let me put Wing Attack in the first position here on the moveset. That's basically all I'm ever going to spam with this thing. Great. Now Togepi actually lives a hit. So let's switch out to Grovyle, I guess. I'm still probably going to teach Grovyle Bullet Seed. I'm just holding off to see. Like, there's no point in teaching it now in case I get Mega Drain at 23, or like at or before 23 when I hit those rare candies before Misty. I feel like there's a decent chance I might get Mega Drain, so in that case, I would use that over Bullet Seed. Maybe I'll have them both, but because I do also have Pound, it's kind of pointless. Great. I wasn't gonna switch, but now, actually, you know what? I can just stay in and wake up whatever comes out next. Oh man, having an Electabuzz would have been so sick. We'll just never know. Okay. I guess I don't need to stay and wait to wake up. We can just switch out and Wing Attack this thing. Because Grovyle can't hit Oddish that hard anyway. You know, hopefully there's some good Mon we can run into. If I can get another Grass type or Electric type, then I'll feel better about the Misty fight, but looking at this team above my head right now, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think I got the sauce to take her down. Unless I don't get hacked, but I mean, even that confusion costing me my Combustion was kind of annoying. And the Ice Punch freezing Marshtomp, you know, but at least we saved Marshtomp. Let me just go down here and heal up real quick to wake up Grovyle. Oh, jeez. I mean, if I don't get anything good up here, this is probably the team to take on Misty. And unless Grovyle somehow sweeps the whole squad, like, I don't know. I don't know. Raticate can put in work too, though, so we might be alright. Might be alright. And I guess really, like, after Misty, Electabuzz probably wouldn't have been the greatest. I mean, it still would have been a very good mon for the team, but it's just knowing that having it be the starter and then, you know, having it go down so early in the playthrough, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and wing attack the Sentret a couple times. Probably take it out. Yep. Not bad, not bad. You know, potentially too, when we get off Nugget Bridge, maybe there's like a free Charmander. No, because we would have seen the free Bulbasaur in Cerulean already. Because like they did back in Yellow version, right? When you get the Kanto starters, you get 2 of them here, and then you get Squirtle down in Vermilion. Okay, this thing is kind of annoying. I'd rather just take it out with Raticate. Because he lives another wing attack, so there's kind of no point in staying in there. And I had my accuracy lowered too, so trying to land 2 more wing attacks probably would have taken 3 more turns. Therefore, we just go out here and kill it with the Hyper Fang. Little Timmy, thanks for the 250 bucks, buddy. All right, here's number 4. Nidoran for the poison points. Well, Zubat can't get poisoned. But it would have been sick if this Raticate had guts. I would definitely switch it in on this and try to poison myself. Because Raticate would have started getting Okos. You know, if I had a guts boost against Misty, Hyper Fang would have went crazy. But we got a rat that just likes to run away instead. You know, Guts is one of the like better abilities in the game, and Runaway is probably the most pointless. So, holy shit! It's in Nidorina. Damn. I've already been leered twice too, so I probably should get out of here and go to Marstomp to like Mudshot it twice. But that's pretty opposite ends of the spectrum right there, right? Guts being one of the best abilities, and then Runaway being one of the most. Well, it's literally pointless in battles. It doesn't do anything. Like of course it does something, but it only really affects, you know, wild Pokemon battles when you can actually run away. Can't run away from a trainer fight. All right, what does number 5 guy have? Did he have poison types? No, because she did. Let's just put the rat in front. I think no, this guy has a Mankey, doesn't he? Just go back with Zubat. That's right. I think he has the Mankey. I was thinking the Rocket Grunt at the end. One of them does, but again, this game has switched up rosters, so who knows? Let's just go back with Zubat. Alright, well, he's only got one. It's an Eevee, okay. Interesting. Probably kill us with 3 wing attacks, to be honest. Yeah. Doesn't Zubat get Keen Eye as a possible ability, or am I tripping? I know a lot of birds do, but I'm just gonna stay in and risk it. Okay. Alright, 2 sand attacks and a -1 from Tail Whip. I think it's time to get out of here. Just kill it with whatever. Pidgeotto actually might have Keen Eye. Well, I know it can, but okay, it does have it. Let's go to Pidgeotto here. Just like Emerald Rogue, man, the rival always ripping up my team. You know how it is. Pidgeotto really needs to get wing attack before Misty, or else it's going to be pretty worthless in that fight. But again, we still got 4 levels to go for Pidgeotto, so maybe. But Gust is pretty ass. Alright, we take our free nugget here from the mystery trainer. But we all know it's just a Team Rocket Grunt in disguise. Quit your yapping, man, and send out your Ekans or whatever you got. Let's get this thing over with. Oh, it's coughing. Might take like 4 wing attacks, but just stay in here anyway. Oh, so it's 3. Not bad. Okay. Obviously, Coughing can't even touch a Zubat, so we're fine to stay in here. Let's see what he's got in the back. Damn, I might have to bob and weave some trainers here. Okay, we are getting Bite, which is good, actually. It's just way better than Astonish. Double the power, same secondary effect. And essentially same hits the same 2 types of Pokemon super effectively. So it's not bad. So it's a Viper, damn. Let's see if, speaking of Bite, let's see if we can get a couple flinches. Yeah, not bad. Although Wing Attack is going to do way more. So Viper, of course, does get access to stuff like Flamethrower and whatnot, but it seems like it probably doesn't have it, or else it would have used it there. So we'll 2-shot it with Wing Attack. And that's GG's for this guy. Not yet. So Viper does also get Bite, so he could like Paraflinch me, but it's only doing 7 damage with Lick. I didn't notice. Yeah, there's the Bite. Dude. If you had that shit the whole time, why wouldn't you just use it? Why did you Lick the previous turn? Like, I knew Bite wouldn't kill me the previous turn. That's why I stayed in, just to try to hit through the para. Okay, I mean, if I'm going to play like this, there's just no way I can get past Misty. I'm trolling so hard right now. Like, why would I even stay in and risk trying to hit through the para? Like, there was 0 reason to do that when I could switch into anything and just kill this Viper. It was 1 hit. Zubat was actually going to be good, and I just threw it away for just no reason at all. Wow. Okay, well, before I step in the grass, this is a new route, right? Yes, okay, 24. Is there a free Mon up here, by the way? It's a Cyndaquil. Okay, Gen 2 starters. Interesting. So where the hell's Chikorita? Because I might need that to get through this fight. So there's probably a Totodile and Chikorita somewhere around here. Let me go get this encounter first. I bet you Chikorita's locked behind the house that's blocked off. You know, like you have to do because then that would make it easy. Well, nothing's gonna be easy against Misty. Let's put Pidgeotto and just grab an encounter here. Oh, dude, that's a Taillow. That's actually not bad. We get a full army of birds at this point. But I do have to go release. I gotta go release frickin' Zubat, which was about to become a Golbat, and it would have been very, very good on the team. This thing might actually die to a tackle. Okay. Taillow has awful defenses. I don't know why I sacked Zubat like that. Like, there was no reason to try to hit through that paralysis. No reason. But if we can actually get a Chikorita here. But I mean, there's no way. It might be at the end of the route, but it might be locked behind. There's an item down here now. Oh, good thing I found Taillow instead of this piece of garbage. No way. All right, let's fight this trainer and go back to the center. At this point, I kind of just want to fight Misty and just get it over with. If we beat her, then I'll go see Bill. Maybe. Cyndaquil's not going to help. If they're... I mean, Chikorita, because I would get Bayleaf, right, with the rare candies. That would help a lot, but I don't know... I don't know where to fight. It might not be until I get to Vermilion, potentially. If they're doing it the same as, like, yellow version, right? Maybe that replaces Squirtle. Because that's where you find Charmander, though. Up here. So maybe Totodile would still be in Vermilion, and Chikorita might be up here somewhere, but I talked to everybody in town. I don't want Whirlwind, which kind of makes me think it was that sus individual that was like standing behind the gym. I don't remember if that NPC is normally there. Let's just quick attack like 4 times to kill this thing. Okay, good. It's only 3. I'm pretty sure I talked to everybody in town. I don't think I missed anybody. This better kill or else I might die to roll out. Okay. Oh, dude. I'm trolling so hard. Letting that Zubat get KO'd. Yeah, see, I bet through here... Like, who is this? Is that NPC normally there? I feel like they're probably trolling me with getting Chikorita. And I might not get it till after the gym. Huh. Well, let me toss Zubat. Or not toss it, but put it in the death box. I'm trolling so bad, dude. Alright. Tailow's a good mon, though. It's a brave nature, which is... I mean, that's good and bad. Because Swallow is all about speed, but it has such a high base speed stat that... Brave lowers speed, but it ups physical attack, which... So that's good and bad. And this thing actually has guts. Interesting. Well, it ain't going to help against Surge. So let's send it out there against Misty and hope it can help here. And then Cyndaquil, what did we get? Careful nature, that's pretty bad. And I'm definitely not using this against Misty, so we'll leave that here. Well, honestly, at this point, I don't think I'm gonna find Chikorita before Misty. So let me beat the trainers in the gym. Although you can't avoid them, but I might as well beat them up for the money. And then assuming I don't lose a Pokemon here, then I'll go back and heal up and get everybody to 23, and I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know, man. This has just been like the worst possible outcome here. I mean, it's not over yet though. I still got mons at this point. Now see, like a situation right there, like if Misty has a Horsey as well, Horsey has really bad Spit F, so it should easily get one shot by a grass move, but Absorb only being 20 BP, that's why he lived. Now we gotta deal with Smokescreen BS like this, so if I don't get Mega Drain by 23, I am actually gonna teach this thing Bullet Seed. Because now we've missed twice in a row. You should easily be able to Oko. Like if I still had Kid, I don't even want to think about it anymore, but that's a easy one shot with Thunder Punch. Because that's like insanely high. It's 75 base power. Like even if I end up getting Mega Drain, it's only 40 BP, so it's still not that strong. But we gotta, we gotta try to win this battle for Kid. I'm gonna stay in here even though I'm at like -2 accuracy. I'm gonna miss a bunch. Wait a minute, Icicle. I had a Shelter with Icicle Spear. Okay, and you get the crit. Great. Okay, actually, even if it hits 5 times, unless you get like 3 more crits. Okay. I can't stay in with the with the -2 accuracy. I gotta switch Zubat Sprite, by the way. Let's do this now. I was gonna wait just to download the Swallow Sprite, but I'll download both. I did not mean to click that. I was trying to go down to whatever. I was trying to go down to Hyper Fang, but that's okay. Now I probably Oko with Hyper Fang. No, I don't think I would have before. I still don't. Damn. Okay, well, let's hope we live this. Oh, we gonna need some luck. Alright, that was an easy survival, actually. We are gonna need some luck here. Let me find Tailo real quick. Replace Zubat. Okay. Almost nothing is going right, because obviously, like, the YouTube episode when I upload this will look good graphically, because I'm doing a recording on the side, but I have an insane amount of drop frames right now. So if anybody's seeing it on Twitch, like, it's going to be blurry and whatnot. And so not only am I sacking Mons left and right like an absolute scrub, but we're also having a rough time. Actually, the stream's about to crash. Like, the little OBS bar is like in the red now. Whatever. Pretty much nothing is going right for me tonight, so let's just hope we can turn it around for Misty. Let's go beat the other trainer in front of her and... Like, the smart thing would be to look around for the Chikorita. Maybe up by Bill's house, but I really don't think it's up there. I bet you it's past. It's gate kept behind the badge, probably. So with that being said, and the fact that I lost Ellie Kid, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of full send it and hope for the best here. Probably don't even one-shot Corsola, even though it's 4x weak to grass. Okay. I'm out here thinking maybe it might one-shot. It literally didn't even do half. Nice. Yeah, so again, if Grovyle doesn't learn Mega Drain, and actually I think even if it does, because Quick Attack and Pound are the same base power at 40. So what's the point of having Pound? The only point would be you can't use Quick Attack in Psychic Terrain, but this game doesn't have terrains, so... Oh. It's gotta recover. No shot, dude. Please don't click it again. And this is where I would have needed something like Bullet Seed for. Don't do it, man. Just attack. Okay, cool. So we're good. Alright. Let me go look at what I have in the box again. I might need to switch something out, but... Dude, having a Golbat with Bite to, like, flinch stuff down would have been so good right there. And just for the wing attacks. Honestly, I'm about to evolve Taillow into Swallow and lead off with it and save Grovyle Eradicate in the back. That's probably my really only chance here. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this would have been an easy dub if I still had an electric and a grass type. But just having the one grass type... Ugh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But... I think it's time to just full send it. If somehow I get through this, then we'll go visit Bill and we'll keep pushing to Surge, but... I don't know. I mean, I know I'm good enough to get this done, but... I really put myself in a hole here. So now that the gym trainers are defeated, we can go ahead and cap it at 23. See if I get Mega Drain here on Grovyle. Oh, brother. I'm making this so much harder on myself than it has to be. But it's okay. Screech. Damn it. When I saw Grovyle was trying to learn, I was like, yeah, keep going. No, I don't even want Screech because he's going to have all special attacks. So it doesn't matter. Also, I do have that Persian Berry too. So who even lives a Water Pulse, right? There's no point in putting Persian Berry on half these mons because they'll probably just get one shot by Starmie. Oh, this is funny. Alright, Pidgeotto's at 23. I feel like Taillow evolves before this. I'm almost positive it does. I know it evolves like in the early 20s, but it might be 24, which would be unfortunate. All right, let's get the rat up here to 23, and then I gotta make sure I put Bullet Seed on Grovyle, and then possibly use that. Use the not use the Persian Berry, but put it on somebody. Maybe just Grovyle. That actually wouldn't be, I guess, horrible. Again, you know she's gonna have an answer for Grovyle, though. She's probably got a Pelipper, right? Or at least a Wingull, like water flying. Something that can take grass hits. Glare? I mean, I'm actually about to put this on, no joke. I'm never gonna click Wrap. If we can get a para on something fast, that actually might save my ass. Can you imagine if I actually beat Misty with this team? Like, there's just no shot. I actually might be the GOAT if I get this done. That'd be crazy. Oh, okay, 22. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, alright. Arbok might be actually bulky enough to take hits. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, I doubt I'll get like Poison Fang though. He does have Bite though, so if I can outspeed like slower, bulkier water mons, we could flinch him down. I'll download the Arbok Sprite in a minute. Oh, I think I already downloaded Swallow. Because I feel like this guy is going to evolve. Let me search for Arbok while I'm doing this. Double team? No. We're good off that. Alright, there's Arbok. Save. Okay. Oh, I still had Raticate. Oh no, I do have Raticate on the team. I noticed that Sprite was above my head, but I thought for a second I didn't have it anymore. That's right. It wasn't Raticate we lost. It was somebody else. Okay. So you do also evolve before 23. So Ekans will change to Arbok. And Taillow to Swallow. Good news is these mons evolve early, right? That's the only thing that's going to be my saving grace potentially in this fight, is that I have, you know, a couple of fully evolved mons here. But we really have no way to hit for super effective damage besides Grovyle, so it is what it is. Yeah, no hold items in here, so just the berry pouch. Rossberry is funny. I don't want to put that on Swallow because it does have guts. Oranberry, I highly doubt that's going to save my ass, but at this point, this is an all hands on deck situation. So let's throw the Oranberry on Marshtomp and the Persimberry onto Grovyle. And then we'll teach it Bullet Seed. I do still have Rock Tomb, Attract, and Thief. Oh, Thief is only 40? Okay, so it was in later gens it got buffed to 60, so Thief is garbage. It would give Raticate a special attacking option. Arbok already has Bite. Swallow's better off spamming stab moves anyway. I don't really need this on anybody, to be honest. Although it does give me a way to hit Starmie super effectively, right? We'll put it on Pidgeotto. Oh. I'm holding it. Okay, wrong button. That's right, yeah, Bullet Seed's still 10 base power. I forgot about that. That's actually terrible. So it has to hit at least, you know, more than 2 times. Whatever, it's still better than Pound. Oh, we're cooked. Without Mega Drain, we're cooked. Let's just go for it. I really don't want to be cheap and use Attract. Rock Tomb is also good for Marshtomp, but I might... I don't know. What does Pidgeotto's special attack even look like? Because this does give me a way to hit Starmie super effectively. 30? 34 on the Rat, 42 on Arbok, but I have Bite. Right, so I don't need it on him. 30 on Swallow. Because I feel like Starmie might have a Citrus Berry, right? Did I do the thing again? That's not what I meant to do, man. Stop giving it to... What am I clicking over here? Open the TM case. Teach Thief. This is really, really pointless, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I don't really have another option. See, because, like, Gust is so bad that I wouldn't even want to click that against Starmie. I'd rather just click Thief, take the berry, and then quick attack. So, again, that's not going to do much, but it's, like, the best option. At least I can steal the Citrus, potentially. Onyx had one again. I don't even know if her ace is Starmie. It could be Lapras. It could be... And there's a lot of water types in this game. So I don't even know who to expect there. But let's go ahead and throw Swallow out here. Hopefully I can just outspeed the lead mon. and maybe get a cheeky kill that way. But honestly, I would not be surprised if this is the end of the line for this playthrough. But let me prove to the people why I'm different, man. We're gonna get past this and we're gonna keep pushing. Misty, good evening. How you doing tonight? Hi, you're a new face. That's right, I'm Dude. And I'm here to get a Cascade badge from you. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. Alright, I hear you. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? To use rare candies. My policy is an all-out offensive with water types. Okay. Yeah, you know. You probably got this in the bag, Misty. Okay, so she still leads with a Staryu. I got you. We can two-shot that with a wing attack for sure. And if this thing has Thunderbolt, that's just GG. But let's see. Ooh, she might waste a potion here. Which obviously the Harden's not going to help. We still... Okay, so she wastes a potion. That's actually huge. This is going to do a lot less because of the Harden, but it's still a two-shot. So that was a complete L on Misty's part. We'll take it. Okay, Swallow. Good job. Now again, if Pokemon grow levels in this, it's fine. I can still use them in the fight. Okay, there's this. So you do have a Seadra. Like I was saying earlier, though, Seadra has just awful special defense. So Grovyle could mess it up. I do also want to save this Swallow because it's actually going to be good in this fight. Now this thing probably has Aurora Beam. That's why I guess it would come out here. So I can't go hard Grovyle. I have nobody to take an Aurora Beam either. So that's the thing. This might be where I go Arbok and try to... You think Arbok would be faster? Probably. Yeah. I think I try to flinch this thing down with Bite, because Bite's actually a special attack in this game, because it's Dark type. There's the Aurora Beam. Not Stab, though, because it's an ice move and this is pure water, so it doesn't do that much. We are faster. If we can get a couple flinches here, that'd be huge. Excuse me? You have a freaking Dragon Dance? Well, that doesn't really help. It doesn't help at all for what's it called? For Aurora Beam, obviously. But that's more so for a speed boost. Isn't Glare like 75? Do I even bother with this? Yeah, it's I'm not even gonna bother. I think we just keep biting this thing, but now it's faster. It's got Pulse, of course. Which probably two shots. It might not. Okay, you have Dragon Rage. That definitely kills. It does 40 damage. Wow. So that's the full moveset. Water Pulse, Dragon Dance, Dragon Rage, and Aurora Beam. Holy shit, what a moveset that is, huh? Does that mean you're faster than Grovyle? This was what, 45? 42, 29, 29 on Marshtomp. 56, it's probably faster than Swallow. And yeah, it definitely would be faster than Grovyle. So one of these two is going to have to take a... not necessarily, I have Quick Attack. Quick Attack won't finish it from here, though. So maybe I burn Raticate in this situation. Either way, it's going to take two quick... I have a Quick Attack on like 4 Pokemon, but it's going to take 2 of them. At least. Jeez. You know what? I think it lives 2 Quick Attacks. I'm just going to go Hyper Fang. You go D-Rage, so I know I live that. Only does 40. Don't miss. Thank you. Seadra also does have Poison Point, which is funny if... well, there it is. But it would have been funny if I would have went to Swallow and got poisoned off that. Of course, Raticate, you know, I've said it a million times, also gets Guts. Of course, she has a Psyduck. I'm going to stay in and Hyper Fang this thing, though. There's no point to switch. I'm going to lose Raticate on this, but that's fine. Yeah. But that would have been sick. Wait, I actually live that? That's funny. But of course, Poison's going to finish me out. Psyduck sucks. It would have been cool to get Poison on Swallow. And speaking of, I think I just go back into it at this point. And I let it get as much... You know, I get as much mileage as I can out of Swallow, probably, until it gets KO'd. I gotta stop switching around so much. I can only do it if it's like an obvious Ice attack. This is probably an obvious Ice attack. But again, now I only have Pidgeotto and Marshtomp left. Well, and Grovyle, obviously, but... I think I could two-shot. Holy shit, you're faster? Why? How? Okay, Love Disc sucks though, so it does less than half, and you get a freaking attack drop off of Aurora Beam. That never happens, bro. But I crit through it because I'm shy, so now I kill you with quick attack. What the hell was that, man? Aurora Beam never gets the attack drop. Dude, they literally get every single hacks in this. This is just like the honest. Starmie hasn't even come out yet, man. Well, here it is. Well, if Love Disc outsped me, then this thing definitely outspeeds, right? And I'm at -1, so is there even a point to keep Swallow around? Again, this whole battle comes down to if Starmie has an ice move or not, because if not, maybe Grovyle can do it. But if it has an ice move, I mean, that's just GG's. Marshtomp, again, Marshtomp could slow it down and Swallow could come back and smoke it with, Swallow can come back and do big damage with a wing attack, but again, ideally, I'm trying to get out of this fight with Marshtomp because I know Marshtomp would go ham against Surge. But again, I have to win at all costs, so if I have to sack Marshtomp, it is what it is. So how do I play around Starmie here? If I stay in, I definitely get outsped. If Love Disc outsped me, so does Starmie. Because I'm Brave Nature Swallow. So I die to Water Pulse. After that, I could go to Pidgeotto. I could Thief it to steal its potential Citrus Berry. Onyx had one, so I assume this will too. I could troll the Citrus and then sack Pidgeotto. And that leaves me with just Marshtomp and Grovyle. I guess Grovyle can come in and revenge and then hopefully 1v1 the last Mon. Again, this all depends, this plan, on if it has some kind of ice coverage or not. It's really annoying that I'm at -1 attack. Now, the alternative is I switch here. But if I hard switch into Marshtomp or Pidgeotto, they're taking a massive hit from Water Pulse. So again, like I just said, I gotta stop switching around. I just quick attack this for a little bit of chip. It's gonna do nothing. It has Shockwave. Okay. So maybe no ice coverage then. I mean, unfortunately, there was nothing else Swallow could do there. I need to go Thief this in case it's holding an HP recovery berry. Actually, I probably don't even live a Shockwave, do I? It's still worth a try, but what else was Pidgeotto gonna do? I do live it. That's not bad. And then we get off a quick attack before I get KO'd. You did have something. Citrus, okay. Doesn't matter, because I die to the next Shockwave, but we get a little bit of chip. And then, damn it. Okay, so Citrus just did 30 HP, huh? Before they changed it back. So do I even bother Mudshotting, or do I try to... I would need to get like 4 hits with Bullet Seed to kill this. Because the thing about Mudshot, like even after the speed drop, I'm still slower than a Starmie. So could I even take 2 Water Pulses? 44 Spadef? Probably not. What does your Spadef look like? 39, it's almost as good. Huh. I'm expecting to get outsped. I do have the Persianberry on this though. But if you have Confusion, that's probably a 2-shot. I think I have to go Grovyle anyway. Again, like I just said, can luck be on my side one time? Alternatively, I could Absorb. Because if I do get the lowest roll of 2 Bullet Seeds, that's the same damage as Absorb. And Absorb at least gets me health back and I might be able to live a hit. But the reason I'm leaning towards Absorb is because if I get a 4-hitter, I probably kill it. And maybe not, I might even need 5. Because it's just 10 base power, like... But 3 hits with a crit might do it. Let's go Bullet Seed. I don't even think this does half. I'd be surprised. Okay, that doesn't do shit. I freaking knew it, dude. There's just 100% hacks rate out here for gym leaders. I mean, obviously not, but that's ridiculous. Okay, 3 hits might do it. Nah. No, I need 4. I got the crit. Let's go, Grovyle. This is insane, this game. I mean, how are they just getting hacks every single time? Oh, okay, Togetic. Oh, Togetic. I was thinking, I forgot I said Togepi earlier in the episode, because Misty has that in the anime. That's bad because of the flying moves. And I didn't teach freaking Rock Tomb to Marsh Stomp. What is this thing even gonna have, though? Like, to me, Metronome is the only threatening thing this can go for. But I also can't do anything with the grass coverage. And, like, because here's the play, right? Do we just stay in with Grovyle till it dies and then win with Marsh Stomp? Because hard switching into Marsh Stomp, I don't even know what kind of attacks this thing has. Maybe I stay in once and just try to quick attack it. Just to see what he's going to go for. Because, of course, I shouldn't let Grovyle... Okay, it's T-Wave. That's fine. Because you can't T-Wave a Marsh Stomp. So let me see what else you have. But I really shouldn't let Grovyle die here. I'm trying not to. Of course you have Metronome. Oh, this game is funny. I'm going to stay in as long as I can. Crit? Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can only use water guns on this guy. Okay. So it's Metronome T-Wave. I need to know what else. Like, Grovyle isn't threatened at the moment. But, of course, this thing being part flying, I can't a mud shot it. Conversion is... Oh. Damn. That really sucks. Because now he's a grass type. And now... So... Wait. Does that mean you lose? Well... Grass resists both attacks on Marsh Stomp. Unfortunately. But you might have lost your flying type. So at least... Like... Water Gun... would have at least been the only way to hit it. Right? As a normal flying type. I can't mud shot it. But now if it's pure grass, I can actually mud shot it. It is kind of funny that it resists both attacks. But now Bullet Seed Absorb don't do much either. I guess I'll just keep quick attacking. If she doesn't have another potion, then we should be good. Oh man, you have Magical Leaf as your last attack. Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. If she has a potion. If not, I win. But this thing clicks Magical Leaf and just OHKOs. What's his face? She does have another potion. Oh, Brock had a lemonade too. Oh, I think it's GG's. All I had to do was save one of my birds. And I trolled. But it's not going for Magical Leaf against me, which is kind of funny. So I'm going to start absorbing and just try to get as much health back as I can to take these Magical Leaves. And it... getting paralyzed was funny because it went for... It pulled a Poison Sting off of Metronome but couldn't use it. Okay, that's not doing shit. Never mind. Forget that plan. It pulled Poison Sting, but it couldn't poison me because I got hit with the T-Wave. Oh, come on. Game over. But then it also pulled Sleep Powder. Well, we died of Magical Leaf, so that's wraps. Unless I somehow live and two-shot with Mud Shot. Wow. Okay. Well. Yeah, this was unfortunate. Okay. I mean, obviously, that's easy money if I had the Ellie Kid, but now we know. Now we know. That's a shit way to end my first attempt at a Nuzlocke. Losing to frickin' Misty? That's pathetic, man. And I mean, right now, like, first impressions, I don't even know what to do with the playlist on YouTube. Like, do I just start it over again? What do I even do? I mean, like, I want to, but what... I'm just trying to think for the YouTube playlist. Like, what do I even say? Oh. I mean, that's it. Like, it ends on round 2, but I don't want to only make it a 2-episode playlist on YouTube. So I guess I'll come back and just restart it. Honestly, I'm going to run it back with Ellie Kid. We need to go on the Ellie Kid Revenge Tour. Shit, maybe that's what I call episode 3. But I'm going to keep it in the same playlist. It's just kind of annoying to, like, make episode 3 the same as episode 1 where we just go back and fight Brock. But it is what it is. I mean, at least we know we get the Grovyle, we get the Marshtomp, and Combuskin. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But, okay. So they got some sauce in this game, huh? I mean, it's still cool because all we know is Brock and Misty, right? But we know they're full teams and movesets at this point. So, you know, next time when I come back and do this again, that's going to be easy money for the first 2 gyms. And then we'll have to see what Surge has after that. But there's no way in hell I'm going to let the next Elekid die. We're gonna have it until it becomes an Electabuzz. And then, what, you know, I got to make sure I save Marshtomp too. Obviously, I was trying to right there, but there's nothing I could do with a Magical Leaf Togepi. It didn't even matter that it turned into a Grass type. Like, if I still had one of those 2 birds, regardless, I still just destroy it with Wing Attack. I mean, Swellow was better than Pidgeotto, because Pidgeotto didn't have Wing Attack, but I was just expecting another Water type in the back, so I was like, this is easy money. That's a freaking Togetic. No way. Okay. I guess I could also check too before I come back in here and just make sure I'm on the latest version of this game, because I just downloaded the first one I found, so I might not even be on the latest version. And actually I don't even know how you check that. Like, it wasn't even noted on the home screen. But I mean, okay. Here's what I'll do, because the good news is I don't have to like reread the dialogue for the opening cutscene again. I'm just basically gonna, when I spawn in next time for the start of part 3, I'm just gonna be standing in the middle of Pallet Town. Like, I'll go through the setup, and it'll be a different save file. Like, I'll have a different trainer ID, but that's the play. I'm just gonna be standing in the middle of Pallet Town, or maybe no, actually no, not the middle of town. I'll be standing in my room, and then we'll come back for part 3 and be like, all right, you know, let's do this again. Second attempt at the Nuzlocke type thing. But I'm gonna run it back with Elekid. I'll save before I get the Elekid to try to get like a decent nature. We did have a decent one in Naive. But like, if I get Adamant or something stupid, like, no, I'll just reset. I mean, Adamant's goated, but it's an Elekid. So like, you know, most of the attacks it's gonna get in this gen are special. With that being said, I'm not gonna reset 100 times till I get either Modest or Timid. We'll just take the first one that's halfway decent, or even neutral. Okay, that's a better plan. We'll come back, and it'll be the revenge tour of Elekid. And now that we know what Brock and Misty have, we'll make sure that we're better prepared for it. Alright. I feel good about that plan. It's annoying. I might... Actually, I'm not even going to wait till next weekend. I'm going to play this tomorrow, and I'm about to play it on Monday again to get right back to this point. That's the plan. Alright. Well, GG's for now. I'm going to cut off the YouTube side of things, but I'm going to keep the stream going, and I'm going to boot up Pokemon Unbound. Because I need to play that at night, which it is right now. So that's perfect for the next part of Unbound. All right. So that's going to do it for this first attempt. And also for part 2 on the YouTube playlist. But we'll be back. There's no way I'm going to, like, you know, accept this defeat as is and just make it a 2-part playlist on YouTube. No shot. We're gonna keep trying this until we win it. And now I don't have to say it's my first ever Nuzlocke anymore. Now I can come back and pretend on part 3 that I'm an experienced Nuzlocke pro who only ever has 1 gym badge to his name. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for part 2. But like I said, we'll be back. So for anybody that is seeing this in the future, I hope you got a good laugh after I just got my shit kicked in by Misty. But don't worry, we're going to beat her ass next time. So with all that being said, for the YouTube side of things, that's the end of part 2 here. And I'll see you soon for part 3. Alright? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day after watching it. Peace.